Okay, so we've made it out to Mayaka City.
Where we almost died.
Almost hit a couple of dogs, but we're good. And this is where we believe that the cemetery, which is an unmarked cemetery, of where Juan Gomez is buried. From what I understand, there is no tombstones. And we had found it, Lauren had found an interview back from what year was that?
70.
1970?
Yeah.
That they had said the cemetery is supposed to be north of Maple Creek and south of Douglas's house, which we went to a historical aerial view and found in 1950 there was only one house out there, which we believe is Douglas, right in that area. So we know where that is. So right in the middle between Maple Creek and Douglas's home is where we're heading on the left side. Now, also in the interview, one of the men stated that if they were to dig for phosphate, that they would probably dig up his grave. So we believe it's probably along the bank, along the river. So we're on our way out there, and hopefully we find Gomez's grave.
Or we survived getting there.
And here, if you see, we're out in the middle of the boondocks. And this area kind of looks like it to me right here. Isn't this it?
Yes.
It's kind of odd that all the grass is dead right there. And look how big that oak tree is in the center of that.
That thing's huge.
Yeah. Let's go check it out. All right. So we found a location right here behind me. There's a pretty big oak tree back there. And there's a lot of cow poop. No shroom. Ooh, there is no shrooms. But it doesn't add up. This looks like this might be an old cemetery, possibly. But what doesn't make sense to me is that in the interview, one of the guys had said that if they were dig for phosphate.
You're not finishing the sentence.
What am I not finishing? Tell me.
Okay, so it said that if you were to dig for phosphate or clear the land for pasture, which tells me that you're not going to be up against the water for pasture.
Okay, but you're not going to be on land for phosphate.
Okay, but you can't have it both ways then.
So it's got to be somewhere in between.
This is so then.
So we got to be.
So who's to say
we need
that
to be
the creek
way.
was,
We need
so
to be
who's
like
to say
way back there on the other end.
No, but then who's to say the creek didn't come up further back then?
The creek did not come up further back then.
How do you know?
Because I saw it on a 1950s map. This river hasn't changed much. If anything, it's more dried up than it is wet. So anyhow, my assumption is that we went up and down the road. Most of this land is now purchased and owned. So there's no getting closer to the water than from where we're at unless we gain permission to somebody's property to be able to go look. But the problem is we don't know which property it is, so what are we going to do? Ask everybody? So we're kind of stumped. This really hurts.
What?
That we have no opportunity and chance of being able to actually walk it.
No, it's a slap in the face.
Well, obviously, that person owns it or this person owns it.
Or we could go to where there was that creepy gate, down further that was empty.
We could
go down there.
Yeah.
There's an empty. Where was the gate?
Yeah, the first creepy place on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was.
All right. We're gonna go check it out. Be right back. So we made it to the creepy spot.
Something is definitely.
I told you.
Boundaries closed for hunting.
I told you.
Oh my gosh.
I told you.
You feel it, right?
What? What do you feel?
Oh, the energy. Like, ooh,
The creepiness.
a creepy energy.
Honey,
Leave it alone.
Quit messing with it. So, somewhere back in there, this is where I believe the old unmarked cemetery of Mayaka City is, which used to be called Robert's Chapel.
We're hunting people.
And it's back there.
Yeah.
We can go through that.
Dude, they really had to have 3 locks on this thing?
Probably because the dead tried
4
to
locks.
Yeah, combination.
I
of
wonder,
people to come
dude,
through.
I wonder if like people do, I wonder if they've had people do like creepy cult stuff back here.
I wonder, because I could feel like a creepy energy.
Well, and maybe that's why they have 4 locks in it, because people have come back. You know how creepy people do weird stuff, you know? They come back to old cemeteries and do creepy things. They have cult stuff. No?
They've been watching way too much TV. Watch it, there's an ant right there.
Yeah.
You don't want to step on that. That'd be a bad day.
I feel something here now. This is pretty creepy. Right
I
here.
told you guys, this is how the park.
Do you feel creepy about this too?
Yeah,
This
this
is how
is
the
like a
barn
spa.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
You can't feel the energy, man. You need to get back to nature.
Actually, I feel something down my tailbone.
Yeah.
And it's probably because I have to go to the bathroom.
The chicken bacon ranch you just had.
No, I agree with them. There's a creepy vibe here. You can sense something's not right.
You can sense something, yeah.
So,
And there's 4 locks.
I mean,
do you want to reschedule this and actually make it? I mean, I don't know how bad it is back there.
When is this open for hunting?
Yeah. This
Is there a phone number on there?
Oh, here we go.
Ray's got a sign for us.
Oh, you found one on the ground?
Yeah, I found one for
Yeah.
you.
We'll go with that.
Well, let's find out. And let's get in there.
I think it's open to the public,
Let's see.
really.
I'll tell you one thing though.
Public. This could be public.
It don't say no
It
trespassing.
says access is provided at designated access points through this water management district. You can
Just
get
water
in there.
management.
You can get in there.
Well, the only problem is that's a good half a mile down.
What?
I'd probably take some 4-wheelers or get one of those.
What is a good half mile down?
Do you want to go right now? Do you want to
No,
start
I'm
walking?
asking you what exactly is.
Is the river. I want to go closer by the bank. I believe that it's along the bank.
I don't think it's along there.
It's between the water and a pasture. That's where I'm going to put it. Water and pasture. She says, what was your question about? What did you say? That it was supposed to be buried by the pasture?
Ray's got you. And
Hey, you
Tiffany.
want to go?
No, not today.
No, not today, Ray. But next time.
I was giving her an opportunity finally,
I know.
baby. I was giving you the opportunity
I know.
finally.
Finally get
What
in
are
there.
you inquiring
if you
about?
feel
I
it,
feel
right?
like this is the Spanish
I
Inquisition.
feel something.
Yeah, you.
I believe it's at the end of this road.
I'm not saying that it was a good feeling, though.
Not a good feeling.
I'm not saying that it was.
Creepy feeling.
It was a creepy feeling.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why.
I mean, it's
This
like
way would be a creepy feeling, though.
Oh.
All right. So this means that we're gonna have to do another episode, another adventure, and
maybe you get some.
we're gonna have to come back.
Take some pictures and see if you can get some orbs.
I'm gonna grab a 4-wheeler or something to go through this with.
Oh, I can't just grab one.
We'll get one.
You gotta bring the lock pick set next time.
The Arctic
Pick the
fox.
lock.
We don't need to. All we do is call them.
Yeah.
They'll give you the pin.
Mm-hmm. We got the number right here. 1-800-423-14.
But how
I just want to know if it's clear all the way down.
Yeah, that I have no idea. Go through where Ray let me.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you in. Hang on.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go check this out. I got to see how
Hang on.
if it's bad or. Oh.
Good job.
All right, come on. You're coming. You're taking a walk. We're both break. Isn't there's trespassing allowed here? pretty open. It'd be nice if it was a four-wheel. I mean, if we had a four-wheeler. What's scary when you come out here, obviously there's hunting allowed. And when there's hunting allowed, who the heck knows what's back here? Panthers, wild boar. I'm sure there's plenty of deer out here. But this looks like this path goes all the way down. And this cemetery, I guess Juan Gomez was buried here along with Knight, who later on the family decided to open up a cemetery called Knight Cemetery in Miyaka City. And this one was kind of forgotten. You know, it's from the early 1900s. And they buried Juan Gomez in a location where they knew that nobody would disturb his grave other than this guy. But it looks like a pretty easy walk all the way down. I mean, it's better than walking through that crap. And this thing, how far down does it go? But there is some importance to finding his grave. Just for the fact that nobody ever knew where he did get buried. So that alone, finding his grave would be a treasure. I still want to know who the hell is buried down in Panther Key on Gomez Point, which one day we will go back and we're going to find out who the heck's buried down there. I'm just curious. Might even be a treasure for all I know. All I know is it kind of looks like a grave to me. And we hear the pond right here. Looks some hogs corpses on the ground. There's a lot of hogs around here. You can tell how the ground's been tore up. And what I'm kind of looking for is any kind of stones that would kind of resemble a tombstone. You know, it's kind of, man, this pond here, it's got my attention. I don't know why, but it grabs my attention. Be a good place to bury somebody, you would think, you know. Come and visit him, sit by the pond. Hey, what's that?
Right behind you.
This pond, man, is calling me. It's a good place to bury somebody by a pond.
Yeah.
I'd like to be buried here. Set up a little bench. You can come and see me, check me out, and look at the water. I think this is a good area to check.
The water, look at that.
Yep.
Hogs around here.
I know. You see that?
Boar
They tore it up. Yeah, still a long way to go, man.
So you said it's a little farther?
All right, so let me say this. Would somebody have gone all the way back there to bury him, or would somebody gone this close up here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you drive all the way back here just to bury somebody? I don't know, man. I'll be back. Okay, we made it back over to the pond. And I just got a good feeling about this. I don't know why. I think it's something around here that he might be buried. And the reason why is it is close enough to maybe dig for phosphate, but I think this is man-made, but it was there in the 1950s. And it's a marker, you know? If he's buried out here, how are you going to find the cemetery if it's unmarked? Well, guess what? Go to the pond, and it's probably a big tree that might have been around here at one time that he might be buried near. Like that tree right there, right across the pond. Which, the hogs were here, they tore this up, and I don't see any stones. I didn't bring my metal detector, so there's no way of telling if there's anything here. But this could be a good gravesite right here. It's just assumptions that we're making, just assumptions.
The ground vibrates. Yeah, the ground vibrates around here.
It's got to be around this area. See how that's cleared?
Yeah, I know.
That to me looks like that used to be some type of a site.
Yeah, I went good. Just feel the ground.
This right here looks very odd. I mean, look, we've been walking through all of that, and all of a sudden here, there's nothing here.
Feel the energy in the ground.
Ray's my shaman. I bring him around to help me feel the energies.
Yeah, it just makes me shake. I'm just shaking. Whew.
I think this pond is the key. We need to see if there's any stories. Go look back at that interview to see if they talk anything about a pond. It's crazy walking through this stuff, man. There's water moccasins, rattlesnakes everywhere, man. I don't have any protection on my heels or on my legs. All right, man. I think that's, I'm going to say the pond and down there. That's my only...
More research. This ground has a lot of energy in it.
Hold on. There's another little area right here I'd like to look at. Look at this palm over here. It's split in... Look, a 6-headed palm, dude.
Wow.
Or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another one here. Look at this one. Look how many this one has.
Yeah.
And another one here. Does that maybe signify something to have to do with Juan Gomez? Maybe that's why the 3-headed palm was always talked about. It's because he's buried by some 3 or 4 or 5-headed palms. I don't want to go too close to the water, man, because it had to have been on high ground like this. We're still looking, and I'm going to show you something. These weeds are literally as tall as I am, if not taller. Holy shit, these fucking weeds are tall. Crazy shit. And it hasn't changed. We're talking at least a good half a mile down before we even hit the river. But I haven't seen anything that opens up or anything that would give me an assumption that it'd be a grave site. So I think after this turn, we're probably going to head back, and we're going to have to make this a whole day's project. Call, get permission, and bring the cars back in here bring the truck back through here, but man, look at this. It's torn up by those hogs, man.
Big hog. This root.
Yeah, man, they love those roots. It keeps going too, man, this whole area. I'm telling you, this thing takes you all the way back to the water.
Oh, you think we hit the water, Mike?
No, we still got a long ways.
Creek?
It just keeps getting more interesting. The deeper you go in here, the more interesting it starts getting.
Yeah. Good.
And it's starting to get thicker and thicker. Yeah, this is where the car stops.
That's where quads come in. Yeah. So we're doing a good job at it. We're getting there. Don't let it be in our somewhere.
Now it's turned into a trail instead of a road. And now it's starting to get wet. And I didn't bring any boots.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Why is it getting wet?
Yeah. Probably getting close to the creek or something. Beautiful out here.
You know what? Also, look for plants or flowers.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing up in the flowers for his wife now. Sure am.
There's a little open area right there, but there's a post here.
Got a post.
And it dead ends right here.
Man,
Dead ends. Dead end.
dead end. Wow. What's the post say it is right here? Both land and post.
Unless, could this maybe been a grave site?
Man.
Oh, what's that right there? What's this mean?
Some kind of marker, ain't it?
Some kind of marker for something. I wonder if this could be a possible grave site. I haven't seen it on any other trees either.
No, that was a big old oak tree at one time.
You know,
I'll
Pick a
pick a
flower.
bouquet of flowers. Come on, Black. She likes the yellow flowers.
all right, let's head back.
That's a little quick grab there.
My only thing is, it's weird that this tree right here has got this little metal plate marking. Which, that's about the only thing that, is that little, what is that marking for? And then we have this here, water matters, water management. So this possibly could have been the gravesite right here.
It's not fit through there, but the trail does continue, Mike.
No, it don't. No, it's a game trail.
Yeah.
Those are game trails. What, through there?
Yeah. Did it open up over there? Don't want too bad to walk through. Those big trees right here. No hunting? Nah.
Just a bunch of ferns.
That's pretty.
Well, my assumption is they had to be able to drive out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't even know if they came this far unless this was a road at one time, and just with time it's overgrown. But I'm going to say that was it. Kind of right at the dead end.
Right at the dead end.
This is state property, and they could have buried him here knowing that nobody would ever build on this land. I think this fits the description. I highly do say that this might be where the old cemetery was, called Robert's Chapel. So now we got to walk all the way back. I mean, I don't see no other markings on trees. You'd think if it was a grave, there would be some flowers or plants that you normally don't see out in the wild that you'd see. You all right?
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Smoked me a cigarette on the way back.
And there's something else here too. I just noticed.
What is it?
Gold spots. Gold. Why is there gold spots on that tree?
I don't know.
All right, isn't that weird? Oh, there's something here. Another plate. It says "Do not disturb." This is a survey marker. Maybe that's what that other one was.
Survey for what?
I don't know.
Graveyard?
Oh, you gotta remember that graveyard was here these people don't even know about that graveyard. Nobody knows where it's
How
at.
you shoot, Michael? Mike, how you shoot?
If somebody knew what that graveyard was, then it would be marked.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find it because we'd love to claim it and maintain it if we could find it. But I don't know. We're gonna have to do a little bit more research. But I'm gonna say it's the end of this trail. I believe it. I can believe it. They had to be able to drive out here. Going further than that, there's no way they would have made it out there with a vehicle. Because you gotta remember, if he was in a casket, they'd have had to have at least a pickup truck to move him. And considering the hogs have turned up the ground here, we would see some kind of stones if this was it, you know? I don't see no other openings going anywhere else. And it's so thick, but you're talking about how many years since this happened. Well, one died in 1910. So you're talking, what, 90 and 20, 110 years ago. It's a long time. Things have changed. Things have changed. So, anyhow, that's what I think. To be continued.